our Deha Dharma, protecting the body, is less important. And for the sake of the country, our family is less important. For the sake of the Atma, everything else is less. That's why in the characters Bhishma, Karna, and Drona, see, they were so caught on the words they are given. Body itself is unreal, your word also is unreal. When God Himself is telling you, do not support evil, they continue. So they stuck to Kula Dharma and Dega Dharma. They didn't worry about Atma Dharma. So, it does not justify. Always the highest we should follow. Okay. Could you elaborate the difference between good and bad karma? Karma is a very scientific principle. How much time do we have?
40 minutes.
40 minutes? Okay. Or the fire drill. Plenty of time. See, in life there is a consequence. If you go and hit the table strong, what happens? Or the table may break. But still you get hurt. Why do you get hurt?
Because the table is hard.
Table is solid. So when you hit the table is hitting you back. And if you yell at somebody, what happens? They yell back. Right? And if you hurt a dog, what does it do?
It
Bites back. So there is cause and consequence in anything. Cause and effect, correct, thank you. And this cause and effect is not only in the physical world, it is in the subtle worlds. It is at the mental level, it's at the intellectual level, and everything is cause and effect. No matter what you do, there is an effect. So, if you don't want to be hurt, what should you do? You should not hurt others, right? So this life is a series, okay, then if you do something good, people praise you, right? It also happens. The point is, praise and blame come together. Either you accept them both or reject them both. So you cannot say, I only want good things. I only want to be surrounded by friends. I don't want any enemies. What God does, that's why God created marriage. Why are you so happy? That's why God created siblings. You have a sister?
No, I have a brother.
Okay.
I know that.
The less said it's better.
We have always like.
Okay, so good karma is you do good, you get good back. So you're a normal person. If you always do good, do a little bit bad. But there are three types of karmas: paropakara, para apakara, para udashina. Para apakara means you always do something bad. There are some mischievous kids. They have to be keeping doing. Do you know anybody who is mischievous amongst you? All are cheats. Nobody is telling the truth. So, but the point is, we always want to hurt somebody. There's some happiness by hurting somebody. It's very limited, because the one who's really hurt is yourself. Can you have a good sleep? Yes? After hurting somebody? No, right. So it's like a revolver. Rifle, you shoot, it recoils. It hurts you. So every word we put, it comes back and hurts us. Good karma means everything you do is for the others good. But it's better to be above. Love is beyond good and bad karma. Can you expand more on karma's consequences? And now anger is not good. I know who asked this. I'll tell you a story. I told the story on Thursday. Some of them were there. You're not there. I'll tell you the story. A friend of mine, a Prashant name, he believed in the theory of karma, and he wanted to know about reincarnation. I don't know whether it's good or bad. The truth is, our existence doesn't exist. We existed before, we're going to continue to exist. I don't know how many more people we will haunt in the future. So there is a continuity. If you deeply think about it, it makes perfect scientific sense. The religions who say there's only one birth, either are deliberately not telling the truth or they're plain stupid. Oh, I heard somebody saying that. I shouldn't say it. But the truth is, so he wanted to know whether there is reincarnation. So he went and asked Swami, is there reincarnation? Who was I in my last birth? What will I be in my future birth? Swami said, you don't want to know. What if you found out your sister was your wife in the last birth? How can you handle it? You have a sister?
No.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. Or what if? So what if you find out somebody who hurts you was a close relative? You don't want to know your past. But he didn't leave. Okay. Swami, I want to know what was in my past birth. Swami kept quiet. And then another day he went, Swami, I'm going to go attend a marriage in my village. Then Swami said, be careful. When you go on a trip, you may see your mother from your past birth. Then Swami said, Raja may chase you. Didn't understand what Swami said. He went, attended the wedding. There was so much rain. So he missed the bus. He came by a truck. The truck got stuck somewhere in the boondocks. Then they got down. The driver took him to a hut nearby. They knocked the door. As soon as he went to the hut, everything seemed familiar to him. This place looks familiar. I must have been here. And somebody opened the door, and there was an old woman. Her eyes looked familiar. She's a very kind woman. She fed him and then said, the rain has stopped, sleep outside, use this blanket. But he could not sleep. He was thinking what Swami said. I said I'd meet my mother in the last birth. Was she my mother? Who is this Raja? Then got up in the morning, the truck was ready. Then an old man, they met, 90-year-old man. He said, Grandpa, there's something weird about this house. I get some strange memories. Do you know the story behind this house? He said, son, this old lady, she had 2 sons, Ramu and Raja. Raja was the eldest, Ramu was the younger son. Raja was lazy. He drank. He was not responsible. Ramu was very responsible, and he was taking care of the family farming. So the eldest son was so jealous of his brother, he poisoned him, and the younger brother, Ramu, died. After a few months, the elder brother also became crazy and died. That is the story. Since that time, this lady is mourning the loss of her sons. She is a very good person. So as they were about to cross the road, and then suddenly a dog became crazy, started chasing him. He ran away. So he crossed, the dog also crossed, another truck came and the dog died. A young boy came running behind the dog. Raja, Raja, stopped. Suddenly struck him. His elder brother, who had so much hatred for him, has been born as a dog, still holds the same hatred. So be careful about your thoughts. Unless you want to be born as a dog. You should be gods, not dogs. You should learn good qualities, gratitude. So karma is very, very, very powerful. Become selfless. It's not worth it. Being selfish is not a worth it, it's a target. Nobody likes a selfish person. Yet we all want to be selfish. Why? So think about that. How do you control your thoughts? You see, you have to understand something about the mind. See, the bodies are separate. It's easy to understand. Thank God they're separate. But the air we breathe, is it separate? Unfortunately, no. It is the same air, but when we breathe, it becomes our air for a few seconds. Similarly, we think we have our own minds. There is no separate mind. There is only one universal mind. It occupies temporarily our personality, and we think it's our mind. So we can never control the thoughts. And there is no need to control the thoughts. We just need to recognize this is not my mind, never mind. Regarding the statement, be careful, you don't know who will influence you wrongly. Is it we are becoming colored glasses that we see bad is them? Please clarify. That's true. I have some idea who could have asked this, but anyway, that's true. Nobody is bad, nobody is good. Ultimately, everybody is God. How do you say something is bad? Why do we say TV is bad? Why do we say these habits are bad? Anything that increases our selfishness is bad. That is the meter. Do you know how to recognize that you're selfish? Does anyone know how to recognize you're selfish? Can you even recognize you're selfish? No, that's a problem. So when we want everything for ourselves, that is selfish. Anybody who promotes that is bad. Or anything that promotes selfishness is bad. Anything that helps us become selfless, think about others, is good. Shravan, what is the definition of meaning? Is that what is it you are asking?
What is the definition of Veda?
Meda, oh, I heard it is what's the definition of meaning. Meda means wisdom. The essence of wisdom. I thought that question was very tricky, definition of meaning. Okay. Meda means wisdom. That is, see, initially when you learn something, then it becomes automatic. So you get the essence of it. The true wisdom is to know that God is everything, that I am not the doer. When we think we are the doer, the example is like that. When we worry, we keep on worrying. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? See, somebody boarded the train. So what do you do with your luggage? If it aren't, he'll forget it and not check in. Anybody else? You check it in, right? Or you keep it near you. Does anybody carry their hand baggage on their head? Have you seen? Nobody carries the handbag on their bed, or unless somebody absentmindedly put it, it fell down. I have done that. But anyway, worrying is like carrying the baggage on our head. Life is the plane. God is the plane we are traveling. You just put it in the rack. Tell God, I am up in the morning, some say prayer. I am offering everything to you, God. You take care. And then don't worry about it until the night. Said, I have done whatever I could, as much damage I could I have done. Please, you take care. What about your studies? You pray. Only if you don't study, you have to pray. If you truly study, you don't have to pray. The fact that you are asking this, you are not studying. This is a challenge in handwriting. So was that a trick question to confuse me? Okay. What, can you read it, what the question is?
Is it true that kids are smarter, better, and big and greater than adults?
What is your name?
Kumaresh.
Kumaresh. Okay. What answer if I give you will make you happy?
Kids are better than adults.
Kumaresh, the answer is yes. Once you stop asking such stupid questions.
Wouldn't you just say that no question is stupid?
Yes. Good point. Well, no, once you stop asking such intelligent questions. Yeah, kids are truly smarter, but they don't know that. If you always think of God, offer everything to God, you are the smartest person on earth. And I apologize for the stupid question remark. Yes. Sairam uncle, I have a few questions to ask you. Why does God give us challenges? What is the purpose of creation? Do you know why God gives us challenges?
Karma.
Karma, we have to learn. Actually, the truth is, whether you believe it or not, before birth, see, we don't remember the past birth. Only after we are born, actually up to 3 months we remember the past birth. And just before we leave the earth, the memory comes back. Ours is a continuum. So before we are born, the angels or elders or whatever you call, it's not judgment, it's a consultation. They say, you have done all these things in your life. So, because when I used to get up in the morning, I used to ask the kids, what mischief you're planning to do today? Like that, God will ask, what is it you want to do with this birth? This is your chances. You can quit this birth-death cycle now, or what experiences. So, we have chosen our parents, we have chosen our siblings, we have chosen every experiences. So we chose the challenge. So I want to go through the honors road. I want to be a bum because I have not experienced that. I mean, probably lots of people have asked for that. Or I want to experience this. I had so much wealth, I didn't give it to anybody, so I want to experience poverty. So the challenges were chosen by us, God did not give us. But since we are God, you can say, God has given us. So what is the purpose of creation? The purpose of creation is a play. In fact, there is no answer to this question. No matter which religion you are, which scriptures you read, you will not find the answer to this question. They will call it Maya, they will call it Leela. That is illusion or it is play. Creation is like a dream. So you are yourself creating every day in the night in your dream. Have you had vivid dreams? Do you see other people in it? Other incidents in it? Where are they? They are inside you, right? You yourself are playing all the roles. Like that, God Himself is playing all the roles. So there is no purpose of creation. But there is a purpose of escaping creation, that we should know who we are. How do we surrender to God when we still have bad qualities? Everybody has bad qualities. There is no person who is pure. The best among them have the meanest streak. The worst among us has the best qualities. None, Jesus, Buddha, Swami, Krishna, Rama, they never condemned anybody as bad. See, Ahalya was turned into a stone. Rama stepped on, she became. Her husband, out of anger, has turned her into a stone. Many husbands wish they have that power. And Kannagi burnt a city. Many wives wish they have that power. But truly, God never differentiates. Nobody is bad, nobody is evil. When we recognize that we are not this body, we are not limited, automatically we will become pure. So chant God's name. Have the faith. Remember, I told you, if you have selfless prayer, if you have faith, God will respond to you. And I did ask you to send me an email, your experiences, God's love for you, your love for God, because that is Bhagavatam, the story of God and His devotees. Sai Ram.